The sun dips low, painting the Esperanza Bay coastline with strokes of fiery gold, a breathtaking vista under the twilight sky. Upon the balcony of La Rosa Estate, Isabella stands silhouetted, a solitary figure against the radiant sunset. The water transforms into liquid gold, each wave reflecting the fading light in a mesmerizing dance. Her troubled expression deepens as her gaze locks onto the waves, seeking answers in their ceaseless rhythm. Do the waves whisper secrets? Isabella strains to hear, her eyes searching the horizon for a truth just out of reach. The golden light embraces her, yet cannot penetrate the shadows of her disquiet. A stark contrast in the serene landscape. Adrian approaches Isabella on the balcony, a silent question in his eyes as she gazes at the distant sea. The vast expanse of the sea mirrors the untold depths of Isabella's thoughts. A subtle tension coils between them, unspoken yet palpable. Adrian watches her, a knowing look softening his features, aware of her silent struggles. "You always watch the sea when something's troubling you, don't you?" Adrian asks gently. The sea stretches out before them, an endless horizon mirroring the uncertainties of their hearts. Elena sweeps into the grand room, a storm of purpose in her eyes. The air stills, every shadow deepening as she commands attention. Her presence radiates a grave intensity, a silent promise of confrontation. Her eyes pierce through the silence, locking on to an unseen target. "We need to talk," Elena declares, her voice sharp as shattered glass. In the grand room of La Rosa Estate, Elena holds up aged parchment, the delicate script illuminated. Isabella leans forward, her breath caught, anticipation etched on her face. Adrian stands rigid, jaw tight, as the weight of the moment settles upon him. Silence descends as Elena begins to read, her voice the only sound in the room. Each word hangs heavy, pregnant with the secrets of the past. In the grand room of La Rosa Estate, Elena holds the letter, her eyes tracing each word, the truth dawning with chilling clarity. Her expression transforms, disbelief melting into simmering anger as their father's manipulation is revealed. Across from her, Isabella watches, her face etched with worry, sensing the weight of the impending revelation. As Elena finishes, Isabella's eyes glisten with unshed tears, the shared past crashing down upon her. In the grand room of La Rosa Estate, Adrian reaches out, his touch a silent offering of solace. His fingers gently brush against Isabella's hand, a tender moment of unspoken empathy. Isabella hesitates, a storm of emotions swirling within her, before she decides. Her fingers stay, a fragile bridge built towards reconnection, a subtle acceptance of his comfort. Adrian faces Isabella in the grand room, the estate's opulence, a mere backdrop to his inner turmoil. His hands betray his struggle, clenching and unclenching as he fights to speak. Years of unspoken feelings weigh heavy as his voice wavers, revealing raw vulnerability. His gaze is fixed on Isabella, pleading and full of unspoken words. With heartfelt sincerity, Adrian confesses, "I never stopped caring for you, Isabella. Never." In the grand room of La Rosa Estate, Elena's face breaks into a radiant smile, relief flooding her features. Hope glimmers in her eyes as she surveys the room, its faded grandeur whispering tales of a bygone era. The sunlight streams through the tall windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. She breathes deeply, the scent of old wood and forgotten memories filling her lungs. A newfound determination sparks within her as she speaks, her voice filled with promise. "This is our chance to start again," Elena declares, her words echoing in the silent, stately room. Isabella and Adrian return to the balcony, the ocean's rhythm, a constant pulse beneath the amber sky. The sky glows with a fiery intensity, casting long shadows across the La Rosa Estate. Waves crash against the shore, their sound a steady counterpoint to the unspoken emotions. The air is thick with the scent of salt and the promise of twilight. A moment of quiet reflection hangs between Isabella and Adrian. The balcony offers a brief respite from the turmoil within. On the balcony of La Rosa estate, Adrian softly brushes a strand of hair from Isabella's face, a tender gesture in the twilight. Isabella leans into his touch, her eyes closed, surrendering to the quiet intimacy of the moment. A subtle connection deepens between them, woven from shared glances and unspoken words. The air is still, filled with the promise of unspoken emotions and the soft touch of affection. On the La Rosa estate balcony, a gentle breeze stirs as Adrian leans in. His words, a hushed promise. His eyes lock with hers, reflecting a depth of sincerity that transcends spoken words. "I cannot change the past," he whispers, his voice thick with emotion and regret. "But I want to write a new beginning with you," Adrian says, hope shining in his eyes. Bathed in the warm Mediterranean sun, Isabella stands on the balcony of La Rosa estate, her silhouette framed by the elegant architecture. Her eyes lock with Adrian's across the distance, a silent conversation passing between them. A flicker of hurt momentarily clouds her gaze, hinting at past wounds and present uncertainties. "I don't want to let fear decide what happens to me," Isabella declares, her voice echoing with newfound resolve. On the balcony of La Rosa estate, Isabella and Adrian embrace as the sun dips below the horizon. Their kiss deepens, a silent promise exchanged as the last rays of light paint the sky with hues of orange and gold. The world fades around them, leaving only the tender connection between Isabella and Adrian. Esperanza Bay watches over them, a silent guardian granting permission for a new beginning. In this moment, time stands still, and their hearts beat as one against the backdrop of the fading day. The grand room glows with soft light, secrets hanging in the air. On the polished table, a letter lies open, its revelations casting long shadows. The stillness is broken only by the promise of a new beginning. Anticipation fills the room, a silent echo of what's to come. Isabella walks the beach, the sun painting the sand gold as she reflects on the prior night. The waves whisper secrets as they kiss the shore, a gentle rhythm accompanying her solitude. Lost in thought, her silhouette is framed by the radiant sky and endless ocean. The peaceful atmosphere of Esperanza Bay offers a stark contrast to the turmoil in her mind. Adrian finds Isabella on the sun-kissed beach of Esperanza Bay, their figures framed by the endless blue. They walk together, the sand yielding beneath their feet, the rhythm of the waves accompanying their heartfelt talk. "I've been thinking a lot about our future, Isabella," Adrian confesses, his voice tender against the backdrop of the sea. Isabella responds, "As long as we have each other, we can overcome anything," her words echoing with love and resolve. Elena stands by the window, a gentle smile playing on her lips as sunlight streams into La Rosa estate. Her gaze softens, watching Isabella and Adrian in the distance, their figures framed by the lush landscape. A sense of quiet joy washes over Elena, witnessing their reunion unfold like a cherished dream. Contentment fills her eyes, reflecting the happiness she feels for Isabella and Adrian finding their way back. The scene is bathed in a warm, golden light, symbolizing the love and reconciliation blooming at La Rosa. Golden light bathes Esperanza Bay as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of fire and romance. On the balcony of La Rosa estate, Isabella and Adrian stand silhouetted against the vibrant sunset, their figures entwined. They hold hands, a simple gesture that speaks volumes of the love and resilience forged in the face of adversity. The air is still, save for the gentle lapping of waves against the shore, a peaceful symphony accompanying their reunion. In their eyes, reflections of shared dreams and unwavering commitment, a love story etched against the backdrop of the setting sun. Soft lamplight bathes the grand room, casting long shadows from ancestral portraits. Isabella and Adrian sit together on a plush velvet couch, sharing a quiet moment. A worn photo album rests on their laps, its pages filled with faded memories. Their fingers gently trace the images, a silent language passing between them. Comfort and history intertwine in the soft glow of the lamp. Each photo whispers stories of La Rosa Estate's storied past. The sun bathes Esperanza Bay in golden light as Isabella and Adrian stand in silent vigil by their father's grave. Waves whisper against the shore, a gentle soundtrack to their solemn moment of remembrance. Isabella lays wildflowers on the headstone, a burst of color against the gray stone. Adrian nods softly, a peaceful expression gracing his face as he honors his father's memory. Sunlight floods La Rosa Estate, illuminating dust motes in a grand, yet dilapidated room, where echoes of the past linger. Isabella envisions a vibrant future. Imagine this place restored to its former glory, Adrian. A home filled with laughter and life. Adrian's gaze mirrors her hope. I can see it, Isabella. We'll bring La Rosa Estate back to life, brick by brick. Isabella dreams of future generations. A family. Children running through these halls, their voices echoing where only silence resides now. Adrian shifts to practical matters. We'll need to start planning the renovation soon. The West Wing needs the most work. Isabella's voice is full of determination. We'll do it together. La Rosa Estate will be our legacy, Adrian. Bathed in golden sunlight, Esperanza Bay comes alive with laughter as Isabella and Adrian play with children on the beach. The air vibrates with joyous shrieks and splashing as they chase the receding waves along the sun-kissed shoreline. Isabella kneels, her face glowing with warmth, as she helps a child construct a magnificent sandcastle. Adrian playfully tosses a beach ball, his laughter mingling with the delighted cries of the children. They revel in the simple joys of life, their faces radiant with pure, unadulterated happiness. The golden sunlight paints a scene of idyllic bliss as they create unforgettable memories together. The grand hall of La Rosa Estate buzzes with life. Laughter echoes, music swells, and joy permeates the air. Isabella, a vision in her flowing dress, glides through the throng, her eyes shimmering with pure delight. Adrian, handsome and assured, stands beside her, lifting a glass in a toast to the joyous occasion. Friends and family gather, their faces brightened by the warm, inviting glow of ornate chandeliers. The air is thick with the rich scents of aged wine and gourmet delicacies, a symphony for the senses. Every corner of La Rosa Estate radiates warmth and celebration, a perfect tableau of happiness and unity. Isabella and Adrian set sail into Esperanza Bay, the gentle rocking of the boat a prelude to adventure. The turquoise water sparkles, reflecting the bright sun and cloudless sky above. They navigate along the rugged coastline, where hidden coves promise untold stories. The sun kisses their faces as they explore, a warm embrace under the vast, open sky. Esperanza Bay unfolds its breathtaking beauty, a panorama of natural wonders. Each wave whispers secrets of the sea, inviting Isabella and Adrian deeper into their exploration. Under a starlit sky on the La Rosa Estate balcony, Isabella and Adrian stand hand in hand, their silhouettes framed by the night. A gentle breeze whispers through the trees, carrying the scent of night-blooming jasmine as they share a quiet moment. They turn to face each other, their eyes reflecting the soft glow of distant stars, gratitude evident in their tender gaze. In a silent embrace, they express the depth of their love, a second chance at happiness held close in the stillness of the night.